everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and I'm here on a surprise day for you. This week's videos are going to be coming out back to back. I apologize about that. The algorithm just, and it may go nuts with this too, goes nuts when I post more than twice a week, so I'm trying to keep it right at 2 times a week. Again, since I'm on a different day today, it can still go nuts. But anyway, welcome back to my channel. I've got something special for you all today. If you guys are, surely you're familiar, or if not, I'm gonna have links to all her stuff down below. But I am doing a little collaboration with Karina of Lifting Pins and Needles. Karina is in Brazil, and she is a transplant from Chile. She and her husband and son live there in Brazil, and she sews, and she just does a lot of pattern hacking. Her design elements are fantastic. She's gorgeous. She's just friendly and wonderful. I highly recommend checking out her channel. But we got hooked up because we are both pattern testers, itch to stitch. It's hard to say, itch to stitch pattern testers, and kind of met each other in the Facebook group there, and she suggested that we collaborate on this pattern test that we did, and the pattern's being released today, which is why I have a hair on my lip, which is why it's being released today. We wanted this video, this collaboration to go out on the day of the pattern release, and guys, it is such a good one. Okay, so this is my third pattern test for Itch to Stitch patterns. I'm having such fun doing that. I was fairly new to Itch to Stitch patterns. In fact, I sewed her first pattern just in July of this year and fell in love with it. She does with all of her woven patterns. She has A, B, C, D, double D cups, which just makes fitting for me a breeze. I'm very comfortable in the size that I make in hers now, and I can almost, I mean, I made a muslin for almost everything, but mostly because it's all testing, and so she requests that a muslin be made so she can, if she needs to make any tweaks. But yeah, I just am really, really, really loving her patterns. Her attention to detail is fantastic. So what Karina and I are doing is we're gonna show you our jean jacket is what it is, and it is the, I don't know how to pronounce it. This is the same thing with the Oya dress. I just wasn't really sure. So this is A-E Atenas, A-E-T-N-A-S. I think it's a place. Anyway, Atenas, we're gonna go with Atenas, jean jacket, and it is so good. I made mine. Also, I'm gonna pop the video right here of me actually wearing it, and again, I'm doing it vertically just like I did in my last video. If you like it, let me know. If not, let me know. I'm just trying something a little different, and I think I can get up close a little bit better. But this is the Atenas jean jacket, and hopefully you're seeing it right now. I love this pattern so much. I made mine out of 3 pairs of thrifted men's jeans. And I have a little clip I kind of, I filmed before I cut into this denim about some tips and tricks on how I thrift my denim, what I'm looking for, how I cut things out. I'm basically using it just like yardage, all that kind of stuff. Okay guys, I'm going to be doing this experiment of turning, I'm doing this pattern test on this jean jacket for Itch to Stitch patterns right here. I've got all my pattern pieces prepped. I made just a couple of minor alterations just for my body, and then I have a lot of pairs of thrifted denim here on my cutting table. So I've been kind of collecting, when I'm out thrifting, I will collect larger men's jeans, especially ones that have been really well worn, where maybe not the average person would even want to purchase them, because wearing them as, you know, they've got holes and unfortunate spots, that kind of thing. Then I don't feel like I'm taking a good pair that someone might actually need. So yeah, that's kind of my thing. Plus, the ones that are really, really worn also have like the best patina almost, which is kind of what I'm going for. So I've got, as you can see, I have a very dark pair here. These will probably wait for another project. In fact, I may even do a pair of Dawn jeans. These 2 really light pairs here actually fit me as is. They're too long. One has holes in real unfortunate places. I mean, they're like a men's size 30? No. I don't know. 32? Yeah, I don't know. But I think both of these, I think both of these I actually tried on at the store. One of these has some holes and unfortunate spots, but I wanted to play around, like there's a hole here. I wanted to play around with some visible mending, but I may just take the legs in a tad bit on these two pairs and then rehem them and call it good. So these I'm gonna take out of the pile. Now, for the rest of these, my goal here, now I don't really want patchwork looking. So I want to try and match colors as much as possible. And honestly, I'm very drawn to this color scheme here. So again, these are gonna go away because they're just too dark for what I want. Plus I already have a dark denim jacket. So these are like medium blue here. And I have three pairs. I have no idea if 3 pairs is gonna be enough to cut out this jean jacket, but I'm hoping so. Now I've got these 2 pairs that if need be, this one's a little darker. I don't hate that one with those 3, but yeah, I would prefer to use these 2, I think, for another project and maybe just try and focus on these 3. Now things that I'm gonna be looking for when I'm cutting out. As you can see here, see this beautiful worn, it's probably the knee of the jean, I'm assuming. I want to put this in a fun place, maybe maybe on one of the front panels, just this nice, where you get that nice worn texture. I mean, you've got like a wallet probably slid in and out of this pocket a lot because it's got a little bit of a brown tint, like wallet dyes, kind of came out. I am going to harvest, I think, a few of the elements, like maybe the zippers. If the zippers are still in good working order, go ahead and harvest those for another time. But for the most part, what I'm going to do is just lay these out flat. I may try and save the pockets, I don't know, or I may just pull them off and then use them for some of the little smaller details on the jacket. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking through this with you. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay these jeans out flat because, most of these pieces for the jacket need to be cut 2. And then I'm just going to go through, obviously make sure they're lying flat, and just lay my pattern pieces out and see what I can eke out of these 3 pairs of jeans. So that is kind of it. So basically I'm just using thrifted denim as yardage. But just in case anyone is curious and maybe wants to try doing this on their own, that's kind of what I look for. So I buy really large men's jeans. I try and find ones that are really worn. Number 1 for the patina, and number 2, they wouldn't be maybe as desirable for someone to actually buy to actually wear. I mean, unless they're looking for already worn work jeans, I guess. But 2 reasons for that. Number 1, it's not going to be a pair of jeans that people are actually going to want to wear, and it'll be a lesser option to pick possibly. And number 2, you can get just a nicer wear patterns and a nicer patina on the denim once it's done there. And I'm also hoping when I go to sew this up that because I'm using worn denim, it's going to be just a little bit thinner and a little easier to go through my machine than brand new denim. And this is way more economical, it's more sustainable, and I think I'm going to end up with a really cool finished product. So that is my plan. I'm going to be using these jeans as yardage, and hopefully I can eke this out of 3 pairs, but I will report back in the main video and let you know how many pairs it took to make this jacket. But because I was using thrifted denim, I was able to get this fantastic patina. And it's patchwork, but not overtly so. I chose denims that were pretty close together, but you get just the lovely worn look from using the denim. I used jean buttons all the way, just very nice jean buttons on everything. I did my under collar in a floral because I wanted to, and I think that's so fun to pop the collar and have that. I also use that fabric for the inside, well, the underneath parts of my pocket flaps. These are functioning chest pockets. Jean buttons are really hard on jean jackets. Like even my ready-to-wear ones, I don't ever mess with buttoning and unbuttoning them because they're so hard to get into. There we go. So I've got a functioning chest pocket that's right there. And then this was one thing that I like. My ready to wear vintage jean, I call it vintage, retro, I don't know, it's 20-year-old jean jacket. My old jean jacket that I wear a ton, my darker one, does not have pockets, and that bothers me. But this pattern has welt pockets. And not only that, which I also used, there's my floral, not only that, she has a fantastic blog post that she created on how to do these that makes it very, very simple. So, yeah, so I love that too, the support that she offers. I kind of went with a bronze top stitching thread for everything. What else? We've got a wonderful like split sleeve that's got a nice split there, with a nice cuff. I mean, it's your standard jean jacket. The only thing I omitted is that the pattern does come with the tabs that go on the bottom band that you can, that like, you see them on jean jackets and they will button. I omitted those only because when I got to that point, I could not get those stupid things because the denim was so thick to turn right side out. And I was on a time crunch because we were only given, 10 days, I think, to make this up. And so I was on a time crunch and just thought, and she gave us permission to omit, because it's such an involved project, to omit any of the, if you wanted to omit the welt pockets or the functioning chest pockets or whatever. She did give us that option. So I did omit the tabs. I don't miss them though. I mean, I think that the bottom band gives a nice, finish. I used jean top stitching thread again. It's that bronze, but I did it for my buttonholes as well. I flat felled most of my interior seams. So you can see those are all flat felled. I obviously, my yokes, I went ahead and stitched and serged and then just, so a faux flat fell. And I did that on the sleeves as well. Just because, mostly because there was just a lot of bulk. Again, these were work jeans, men's work jeans, and so it's thick denim, and so I was worried that when you get the yoke with all the intersecting seams that it was going to get a little too bulky. So I just ran it through the serger and did faux on the yokes. I have these wonderful details. That's where the pocket was, that you can see where the denim is darker. So I put one on the back and one on the arm. I could have just gone with another pair of jeans, a fourth pair, so that I didn't have to use that, but I really like that. I think that's just fun. It's almost like the patches that are really in on denim right now. I just love the color. I mean, I just love everything about it. So I made a size 8 with a D cup. Again, my measurements are 36 upper bust, 40 full bust, 32 to 35 waist, depending on the day, and then a 39-inch hip. And so I make the size 8 in almost everything. Size 8 with a D cup in almost all of her patterns, and they fit me like a dream. And that's the other thing I love about this. My other jean jacket, I mean, it's kind of worn to my body enough, but this one just fits me like a dream. It fits over my boobs just right. The construction is clever. I mean, I was in a little bit of a rush making this just because I had a timeline, but even still, I mean, for me, I slowed down and took my time with my top stitching and with, following the directions, which obviously I was doing a pattern test, which I needed to do. And it was just such a fun project. I mean, it's a lot. Definitely, if this is something you're wanting to sew up, beware, it is a lot of work, but she holds your hand all the way through it, and it makes it so easy if you just break it down, and it's just steps. This is a fantastic pattern. Highly would recommend it. Even if you're newer to sewing, if you've got a few things under your belt, if you're an adventurous beginner, I love that term, an adventurous beginner, I think you could definitely, if you just took your time, you could figure this out as well. Because again, her instructions are fantastic and she really holds your hand through that. So I am going to send you over to Karina's channel to watch. Tell her I said hi when you're over there. A link to this video and her channel and stuff will all be down in my description box. I'm also going to leave a link to the pattern, and this is the first time that I am using an affiliate link. So I just wanted to let you guys know that so that we're all transparent here. But that means if you click on it and order the pattern through that link, I get a little bit of a kickback. I'm not really sure how much. I don't think it's a lot, but I do get a little bit of a kickback if you use that affiliate link to purchase the pattern. If you're not comfortable with that, that's fine. You can just head on over to her website and just buy the pattern if it's something that interests you. But again, it's the cup sizes. It's a game changer. And I was working with all shapes and sizes in that she does Facebook groups for pattern testing, and it just looked phenomenal on everyone. Which again, now that the pattern's released, you guys will have access to see all those pictures that she'll put out. She's very good about posting all of her testers' pictures and get to see all the different variations, the different ages that made it up. I mean, it's a jean jacket. It's just a classic staple piece, and this is gonna get worn so much. So now I have a lighter jean jacket, and then I've got my darker jean jacket. So covered my bases. I'm all set and ready to go on denim jackets. But this could easily be made in a corduroy. Someone made it in a corduroy in the group, or even just like home deck weight fabric. You know, like a canvas or like a cotton duck of something that's just a funky print. We have a few people that made really cool printed ones. I mean, yeah, it's just a great base staple pattern that you can kind of have fun with. Okay, so that's all I've got for today. Again, this is the only video, the second video that you're gonna see this week, so there will not be a video on Friday, just because I'm trying not to mess with the algorithm too much. But this is kind of a experiment, because I don't know, this may mess, just having it on a different day may mess with it too. To bow down to the stupid algorithm, with most of the time I don't pay attention to, but I am, again, trying to make this fill in the income that I'm missing from closing my business last year, so we'll see. I also want to thank everyone for the comments on my eyes last post. It's dry eye. I have chronic dry eye, and allergies just inflamed that. So I'm sorry I was messing with my eye last week. I put drops in right before we sat down, which I should just make a habit of doing. I think it's the lights, a combination of the lights and the just the weather changing that have done that. But anyway, I do have eye drops. I see my eye doctor about it, so it's all good. But thank you for everyone that made comments and suggestions on ways that I could take care of my eyes, because I do. I want them to last for a while. All right, guys, that's all I've got for today. I will see you next week, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week and a wonderful weekend. Bye.